This is our podcast song. It isn't very long.
Yay! Happy birthday, Sarah!
Thank you, Christina.
We're recording on Sarah's birthday. She's so generous just to have time set aside on her birthday, the day of her birth, to record for Laughing with Gingers. I feel really special.
And well, I feel special to get to spend time with you any day of the week, my feisty redheaded friend. But for those of you who don't know, our intro song is a spin on Christina's mom's Jill. If you've met Jill Curry, shout out to her birthday song. So they came in and started singing it, and I wasn't looking, so I didn't know that they were doing it. And I was like, did I accidentally push something? And this is our intro. So
I
it's
do
been
know
a
there's
special
other
day.
versions of that birthday song out there. I have some friends that sang it to me, but a different version. Just
Oh,
you know,
funny.
it's not actually Jill's song, but we can call it that.
I mean, we'll call it Jill's song because it means the most when it comes from her.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, well, anyway, where are we at? Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to Laughing with Gingers.
I totally threw us all off with the happy birthday. This is the podcast for
No
two
worries.
feisty redheads with loud laughs, share crazy stories, play games, and spread silliness and joy.
That little celebratory sparkler over there is my partner in crime on the Laughing with Gingers podcast, Christina Curry.
And birthday girl, Sarah Elephant, and my co-host of Laughing with Gingers. I wish I had a noisemaker. I would definitely be obnoxious about it.
Oh my God. Yes, you absolutely would. You all would be deaf. If you were wearing headphones, it would have been game over immediately.
I feel like just a blanket statement, maybe don't wear headsets with Laughing with Gingers. We can get a little loud. I don't
Good
even
point.
know what
Good
you
point.
brought today, Sarah. Like, I didn't do any work today, and it's not even my birthday. Like, this should have been the opposite. But I am very clueless as to what's happening today.
So, today I brought things that kids say that make parents feel outdated or super old.
Ooh, okay.
So I
Like,
pulled these down from Twitter.
Oh, Twitter is super on point with the trends. I'm
So
gonna
it's not
feel
so much a
old.
game. Not so much a game as in an exercise for making us feel old as F.
Oh my god, I'm ready for it. I can't wait to hear what the kids are saying these days.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's the first one. This one comes from Domestic Goddess. And it says, me, as in mom or parent, what's the suite number on that address? 8-year-old. It says hashtag 301. Parent, before hashtags were born, those were called number signs.
Ah! Oh my god, that is adorable. Or the pound symbol because it was on the phone.
Yes. Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. That was
Mhm.
when people started calling them hashtags. I think I was in college when people started calling or like right after.
Mhm.
And I was like, why are we calling these hashtags now? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
happened
remember.
here that these need to be called something different? Like, couldn't it have just been pound?
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
nope.
where
Nope.
did hashtag come from? Like, why?
I think Twitter. I think Twitter.
It's possible. Yeah.
It feels like where it would have come from because Twitter
Mhm.
came out before most of the social media platforms.
Yeah, I remember very clearly they came out, like, in a big way in '08 because they were, like, launching during South by Southwest, and I was in Austin at the time, and I remember, like, that was, like, the talk of South by Southwest in '08. Everyone was like, "Twitter this, Twitter that," and I'm like, "What's this Twitter?" And I totally joined.
Yeah, I mean, it was free. I don't see why you wouldn't. At that point,
I
see
know.
why you wouldn't know, but um,
Oh
yeah, but Facebook. Oh my God, I said it wrong 3 times.
my god, you're like an old
Facebook,
mom.
I know. Now I'm like 10,000. Did not have hashtag observance until recently.
Yeah, yeah,
And even
exactly.
then, like, your wall was private and stuff, it was
Mhm, mhm,
different.
mhm.
Is it even
Different.
called a wall anymore?
No. Isn't MySpace, they called it a wall, but Facebook, I don't even know.
I don't know. Okay, you ready for another one?
Mhm.
This one comes from @cheeseboy22. Me, is your friend coming or what? 16-year-old son, I don't know. He's not answering my texts. Me, why don't you call him? Son, I don't know what that is.
Kids don't call these days, huh?
No, they don't. They don't. In
I mean, I
fact,
find
there's a
myself not
funny
doing it.
Oh, yeah, I like if I call, it's because I really need something. Like, I'm standing in the store and I have a question, and you've asked me to pick something up for you,
Yeah. That's a good
or
reason.
you're my parents. Yeah. Like, it has to have, like, a serious reason, or, like, I can't find you, and we're walking around in circles looking for each
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
at
yeah,
podcast movement, Christina.
yeah. Yeah. That calls for a call.
Um, all right. 8-year-old, who's singing this song? Me, Britney Spears. 8-year-old, oh, okay. Is she still alive?
Oh
Me,
my god.
ages ages like the guy in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade turns to dust and blows away in the wind.
Oh, poor Brittany. Oh, she is still alive, kid.
I cannot imagine how many people I did that to my parents about.
Oh, yeah. Some 30-year-olds seem so old, like 70, you know? Like, you have no
Oh my
concept of
god,
age
yeah.
when you're little.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I asked my 5-year-old what if she wanted to tape a TV show. She looked confused, then went to a drawer and brought me the scotch tape. I am officially obsolete.
Oh my god. Can you even tape TV shows anymore?
No, but it's like what we still call those,
Yeah,
like, you would still say that.
VHS tape. Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I could totally see myself pulling that same silly move.
Yep. Yeah, it's an
Okay.
antiquated term.
I know, I know. Okay, this one comes from @sarcasticmommy4. My
Ooh.
husband and I were talking about the old days of going to Blockbuster, and then my son said, "What's a Blockbuster?" And I was sad he never knew the pain of waiting for someone to return the movie you wanted to watch.
Oh my god, or the
Do you remember
pain of
that?
late fees.
Oh my god, yes. You got it back, like, 10 minutes too late, or, like, you'd go up to the desk and you were just, like, really hoping that Jaws had been returned and,
Mhm.
like, it was in the return box and they just hadn't put it back yet, and
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Nope, it's just Terminator."
Yeah, 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 exactly. Oh my god, I actually got money back because there was a lawsuit to Blockbuster because they were charging people late fees that it wasn't like they weren't doing it like right. And I submitted like my account to that class action lawsuit and got, $15 back. Ah,
Wow, look at
yeah,
you, that's like 2 beers.
I know. It is. Well, back then, maybe 3.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, they were
Since
probably
I'm
32
like 20.
ounces.
Oh my gosh, dad rented a movie last night because 'cause I'm at my parents' right now for the holiday season, and he's like, "Oh, it's $3.99. I guess I'll rent it." He thought he would be able to have it for, like, a month, but they only let you have it for, like, 24 hours, and I'm like, "At least there's no late fees that's going on top of that, $3.99 rental."
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm, mhm, no risk of
Oh
those.
my god. And you didn't have to leave the house. I mean, remember when
Yeah.
Redbox came out and that was, like, such a novel idea?
Oh my god, I know the movies came to you and you just picked each time and yeah. So fun.
Ah.
I watched way more movies
Okay,
back then.
me too, because you could just, like, watch it and then you would send it back and you'd get another one. Like, as soon as you sent it back and they received it, you'd get another one right away.
Yeah, yeah, it was sort of like in your face, here's the movies that are coming out, here's what's happening. Now, I feel like I barely watch movies.
Yeah.
Like, it
Hmm.
was a thing
I
to go to
mean,
Blockbuster and, like, find a movie for, the weekend.
oh, yeah, it was like an activity, and then you'd watch that movie, like, 3 times at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, 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 exactly. It's so weird. Anyways, okay, next one.
Yeah, what activities do you do with your kids now on a Thursday or Friday afternoon?
Give them an
And do they
iPad
involve
and
getting popcorn?
oh, yeah, the popcorn and the candy. Oh my god, so fun. This is like a nostalgia episode.
I'm glad it's not making us feel bad, it's just making us feel nostalgia. You know, when I was a teacher, I have so many stories about, like, because I taught darkroom photo.
Mhm.
So, I have a million stories about darkroom photo, but one of them being that, I accidentally whipped out the word ditto in class one time. I was like
Oh.
"Yeah, here's a ditto," because that's what they used to
Mm.
call copies, and it didn't occur to me that they wouldn't
Oh.
know
Oh my god, you're
what that meant.
ancient. You're ancient.
I
I didn't even
know.
know what that meant.
They would remember the purple copies?
Yeah, like a carbon copy?
No, it was like it was you only got them at school, but it was like a purple like, there was purple writing.
Yeah,
There was a
yeah.
machine the teachers had to turn.
Yeah, I remember those. I totally remember those. That's
Yeah,
a ditto?
crazy, yeah, that's a ditto, um,
I didn't know
and
that.
I used to also have kids who would think that the little, like, box on the back of your film camera, your 35 millimeter, where you would put the speed of the film and the brand because you needed to know, like, if you could take it through the X-ray machine at the airport or, like, whatever, like,
Mm.
it's important you have to set the camera for so that you can actually meter and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, read the light. Um, so they would think that that was the LCD display, and they wouldn't understand that it wouldn't, like, show the picture after they took it. So, for the first, like, 3 months of school, it would half of my job would be consoling students that exposed their film because they would open the back of their camera to see the picture
Oh.
they'd taken,
Oh, no, and then they ruined it.
and then they would be like, "Miss Hardenstein," because that was my name at the time, um, "I swear I didn't open it," and I'd be like, "There's only one way that it gets exposed.
You opened it, kid. Don't lie to me.
There's no way that this" and they're like, "Maybe it wasn't advancing properly." No, then it would be clear instead of black. Like,
Mhm,
no.
mm-mm. Don't you lie to
And
me,
then they'd
kid, it's
be
not
like,
gonna
"Well, I
work.
checked it in the closet to see with all the lights on." I'm like, "That's not dark enough. You need a black
Mm-mm,
box. You need a black
mm.
bag, or you need a black room completely devoid of light." Anyway, I digress. I have so many of those. Okay, so this one comes from at Grant Tanaka.
Mhm.
Son, how old are you? Wife, 39. Son, wow, people used to die by that age back in the day, right? Me, can I turn his room into a pool hall? Outta here.
Oh my god. It does sound old when you're a kid.
Well, also, when we were kids, they used to have over the hill parties when people turned
Oh
40.
my god, yeah. Thank God they don't do that anymore. Well, maybe they do. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
Nope.
Spoiler alert, today's my 40th birthday.
Oh, you're over the
Over the hill. Yeah, they used to have,
hill.
like, all of these, like, what were those calendars? The Far Side
Oh.
calendars.
Oh, yeah.
They would have all the cards
Everything.
that had, like, jokes about being over the hill.
Banners, yeah, banners, t-shirt, plate like, paper plates, paper cups,
Oh my god.
everything. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay, this one comes from Angry Raccoon 2. Someone
Mm.
else had Angry Raccoon 1 and 0 and nothing, I guess. Um, Husband, have you seen the cassette that goes in this case? 11-year-olds. What's a cassette? Husband, hangs head. Me, hangs head.
Oh, yeah, those are obsolete.
Yeah. Do you still have any cassettes?
No, definitely not. I don't even have CDs. I don't even have a way to play a CD. Like, I got to my car one time after a concert and someone had put a CD. This happened a couple months ago. That someone had put a CD in my window wiper, and I'm like, "I literally have no way to even listen to this." But thanks.
Not even in your car?
No, my car's like a 2019. Oh,
Yeah, so is ours, but
actually, I can. I thought I couldn't, but actually, now that you're saying that, I remember a conversation where Angie pointed out there's this tiny, tiny sliver where you can actually put a CD in, which I didn't even
yeah,
know
you just
I
kind
had.
of ignore it.
Yeah, I 100% just ignored it and didn't even notice.
That's
Yeah.
what it's funny because recently we were like looking at something and I was like, does our car have a CD player? Philippe was like, I don't know. So I went out and
Mhm.
looked.
Yeah, yeah. It's very thin and, like, super hidden. Like, it's a thing that you wouldn't know is there until you're looking for it.
Yeah, remember when you used to play a CD, you would have to take your, like, Walkman CD player, your Discman, and you would have to, like, sit it down in the console and put a tape that was connected to the earphone jack into your tape deck,
Yep.
and then it would just still skip constantly, and the batteries would always die.
I would put tape on the top of my CDs to keep them from skipping so much. Like scotch tape, I'd layer scotch tape on the top of the CDs.
Oh my god.
So weird.
Uh, we're old. We are
Life
old
old life
people.
hacks.
Okay. Uh, this one comes from 6_pack_mom. My kids don't know how good they have it with iPhones. In my day, we had to collect from wait, hold on, sorry. You kids don't know how good you have it
Rewind,
with
rewind
iPhones.
that tape.
Rewind that. Hit play 6 times to try to find the right spot.
Yep.
Uh, in my day, we had to call collect from a payphone, and kids, what's a payphone?
Oh my god. Ah, it is rare that you see those these days.
Yeah, they are actually putting a payphone they're putting payphones in some city, it might be New York, and it's gonna be free to use them.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, like, if your phone dies, it's nice to be able to use a phone,
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
although you don't know anyone's numbers now.
Psh, no way. I barely can remember mine.
Yeah.
I don't know any
I
numbers.
know Philippe's.
Good job. I don't know Angie's, I don't know my mom's, I don't know anyone's. But, like, back in the day, I had, like, a dozen memorized.
Yeah, I still know my best friend Lauren's because it's the same from high school.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And I
Don't
know
say it out
Philippe's
loud.
because it yeah. I know Philippe's because it goes to our points at the grocery store or whatever.
Oh, that's a really good way to remember it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. This is from at Outsmarted Mommy. Today, my husband turns 40. Our 4-year-old asked how old daddy is today. And when he told him, he said, "Holy cow, does he know God?"
Oh my god. Oh, no. Oh, maybe.
This one, I don't know how to say this person's handle, so I'm going to skip it.
Cool.
But this one says, after explaining the concept of, quote, rewinding the tape in the VCR, unquote, to my kids, I feel as though the sex talk is going to be a breeze. Oh my god, did you see that meme of the ring? That's not on this one, but, um, where this woman tweeted and was like, I think it was a woman, um, tweeted and was like, um, "We're 10 minutes into the ring, and I've already had to explain what a payphone is, what, a VCR is, and what microfiche is. What other horrors will the ring bring?"
Oh my god, that's funny, it's so dated? I didn't even realize.
I think she goes to the library to use the internet.
Whoa.
Yeah. You might have to rewatch it. I rewatched it after I saw the meme because it made me laugh, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I should see what, like, is outdated about this."
I love spotting, like, outdated tech in movies, it's really fun.
Alright, so this one is, "Kids see me dancing and singing along to Green Day while cooking. Kid 1 says, 'How does she know this song?' Kid 2 says, 'Because she's old.'"
Oh. I mean, they are old, that's true.
I can't even remember the last time they had, like, a new song. Are they touring? Are they alive?
Yes, I saw them in my, let's see, early 30s. They're really good live, so fun. Um, yeah, and they're still pulling a huge audience.
Huh.
Mhm.
I I have seen them live, but I think I was in high school.
Yeah. They're really cool actually because they'll let people come on stage and play the instruments and slowly like
Huh.
the and they're known for this. And so, um people are, like, up in the front trying to get up front to be called up to play the drums or the guitar or whatever, and then all of a sudden, no Green Day people are on the stage, and it's all, like, kids out of the audience, and then they let them like, leave, and I think they give them the instruments too.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, it's really
I like
fun.
that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, Green Day, love them.
Alright, this one is from at Danny Counselor.
Mm.
I just lost an hour of my life explaining to my daughter why phones used to have cords. I have to explain if I have to explain VCRs, I may lose a second hour.
Oh my god.
Remember those, like, super duper long cords that,
Yeah.
like, for me, it was my mom would use to talk to her siblings, and, like, walk around the house and, like, do all the cooking and stuff, and it was just, like, the longest cord on the planet.
Mhm. I used it to pull the phone into my room so I could talk to my friends with, no one listening. It because the only plug would be, like, in the kitchen, right, or the living room,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
you don't you need to, like, pull it all the way into your bedroom, so, yeah, you needed that super duper obnoxiously long cord.
Yeah, it was, like, 15 feet.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, my mom could, like, reach everywhere in the first floor.
Mhm.
She could, like, do the laundry that was, like, 3 rooms over from the
Mhm.
kitchen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Winning.
Oh my god. Being tethered to the wall.
Mhm.
Um, the senior thesis I spent 5 months writing is on a floppy disk that my 6-year-old is currently using as a coaster. I can't believe she finally remembered to use a coaster.
Ah. Oh. Floppy disks. Oh, man. Those had a bit of an evolution when we used them. They were, like, legit
Yeah,
sort of
remember
floppy, and then they got hard.
that was Apple made them floppy because Apple doesn't like to have anything that's compatible with
Jerks.
other people's stuff. Yeah, that's why their plugs are different. They like to isolate you so that you have to have brand loyalty or you have to throw everything you already have out.
Jerks.
I sit here with my iPhone, Apple Watch, and my MacBook Pro.
Mhm, and your iPhone.
Yep.
That's alright, no
Oh
judgment.
gosh. Um, okay, this comes from Sarah Says Stop, spelled like my Sarah, no
Ooh.
H. Go you. Go Sarah Says Stop. Um, this movie was out when I was young. See that kid actor? They're an adult now. My 10-year-old. Obviously, this movie is from back in the 1900s. Me. Feels so old that I decay into a skeleton and crumble into dust.
The 1900s? Oh my god. It is weird
Uh,
seeing, like, actors and actresses who are, like, aged and you remember them being young.
oh, totally. It's
Mhm.
so weird, or, like, ones that I was too old to even have heard of.
Mhm.
Like, a great example of that is Dove Cameron. So, like, in episode 3 or something, we had Bonnie J. Wallace, her mom, on,
Mhm.
because she's a friend of ours and also a redhead, so obviously we had to bring her on.
Obviously.
Obviously, gotta bring on all those redheads. So she was like for the longest time, she kept saying, like, "Dove this and Dove that," and I'm like, "I don't know who you're talking about," and then she would tell me whatever the show was that she was on,
Didn't know it.
and it was 2 twins. She played twins of herself, or they played
Mhm.
twins of themselves.
Mhm.
Um, and I had never heard of it. I don't think you had either.
No. No, no, no.
Of course, I then did look Dove up, um, but that is when you really feel old, is when the celebrities that or, like, the actors or actresses or, singers, whatever, because now Dove does a lot of singing and stuff too, when they had, like, a show that you were too old for when they were kids, and now they are adults who are, like, real life adults.
Mhm. Right. Well, when I mentioned Dove's name to my, like, younger like, Nora's young cousins who are, like, 10 and 12, they screeched at the top of their lungs, knew exactly who it was, couldn't believe I talked to her mom. Like, it was like I was God for the day.
That is so funny. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I had no idea, no
And
idea.
yeah,
I'm not the
same. I
niche,
mean, we
not
just
the
like
niche.
yeah, we were too old for that whatever that show was. There wasn't even a I don't think there was a Disney Channel when we were kids.
There wasn't. There's
Or
Nickelodeon.
there was a Disney Channel at the end of our childhood, I think, but it was like you had to pay a really big premium to get access to it, and you had to already have, like, a certain cable hookup.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have it. I
So,
I had the Nickelodeon thing happening for me.
yeah, we didn't have it either, and we had Saturday morning cartoons.
Mhm, mhm, so good.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
this one comes from, Being Yelisa,
Mhm.
and they say, "Watching Mickey Mouse Club with my kid, and Mickey just called a record player, an ancient machine.
Oh my
From
god.
now on, I'm going to tweet in hieroglyphics.
An ancient machine. Oh my god. Damn you, Mickey.
Oh my
Oh.
god. You are not so fine, but you did blow my mind. Okay, this is my last one, and I think it might be the best one on the list, up for debate, but this one is from at the dad. Um, and it is my kid just referred to the newspaper as the floppy iPad.
Oh my Yeah, that one's the best. Floppy iPad. Oh, bless their
Floppy
heart.
iPad.
Oh my god.
It's so good. It's so good.
Cowabunga.
Oh my god. Eat my shorts.
Yep. Oh, man.
Oh,
Well,
man.
that was a fun
Jinx, you owe
trip
me a soda.
down I know. That was a fun trip down memory lane.
It really was. The whole point was, like, we're old people, but it was enjoyable, a little walk, a little skip down, memory lane.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for going along with us on that nostalgia trip and joining us on Laughing with Gingers.
We love having you listen to our silly podcast.
And follow us on Instagram at Laughing with Gingers.
You can submit funny stories and ideas for episodes or just share general fun. We actually do manage our Instagram account even when we are not posting.
Yes, we're there. We see you. And get access to premium content, including ad-free episodes, swag, special events, access to us, and more starting at just $3. Check us out at patreon.com/laughingwithgingers.
And we have merch. So if you need any of your favorite redhead merchandise or blue footed booby, that is such a deep cut now. That episode was a million years ago.
I know.
If you but if you need blue footed booby feet on your boobies, you can get a sports bra.
Tune in to Laughing with Gingers next week for some more good times.